Now we request Ms. Nega L. from the final year IT department to render the prayer song and start off proceedings in auspicious note. I request the gathering to rise up for the prayer song.
தெற்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம்பியந்த செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. Now we request Dr. Soma Pratibha, Chapter Advisor, SEC, IEEE Computer Society, Student and Chapter to deliver the inaugural address. Please, ma'am.
Hello. Am I audible? Very good morning to all the students. Really, you are very energetic today morning. Very good morning. Morning வந்து ரொம்ப sound கம்மியா இருக்கு. Good morning. Yeah, so today we are really very excited to welcome you all for the TechXelerate program, which is from IEEE Computer Society SYP sponsored event. And as a chapter advisor for Computer Society, I've been waiting for this kind of events to be implemented and like executed in our campus. And really very excited and looking forward for this event. So first of all, I would like to welcome our chairman, sir, CEO sir, Dr. Sai Prakash Leonmuthu sir, for being like, he's been very instrumental and motivational for carrying to do these kind of IEEE related activities in such a big way in mega section and in India. So thank you for your support and I welcome you sir. And I welcome the chief guest for the today's event. We have in online Ms. Prerna Kaur ma'am. She is chair-elect of IEEE India Council 2023. Thank you very much for joining ma'am. And then the event today is possible only through the support of the chief guest of the event, Mr. Shivam sir, who is the chairperson of SYP IEEE CS MGAB. So our alumni are also connected with him. So we were actually looking for these kind of events for the last 2 to 3 years and it's happening now. Thank you very much for the support and I welcome wholeheartedly for this event. And today I also have a special person. Like my IEEE journey actually started with whatever the guidance I have got, even though he's very younger to me. But still my journey of IEEE started with the guidance of Mr. Prashant Mohan, who is the mentor of IEEE CS SYP MGAB. I know him since from 2017 and today Computer Society is considered as one of the vibrant chapter in our campus and that was actually started with the, like he only was the chief guest for starting that event in 2017. So thank you and thank you for the support and guidance you have been giving to our students. So our students, our IEEE volunteers, since from 2017 they have been connected with you people and they are getting so much guidance. So thank you for all the efforts and in future the students like from whatever who are out there, they will definitely connect with you and get guidance. So thank you very much and I also welcome one of our pillars of our department, Dr. T. Sheila ma'am, HOD and professor of our department. She's been like very motivational in carrying out and gives whatever kind of support that can be possible from our side for the students as well as the faculties, and that's the reason why we are able to excel. The department is able to excel in so much activities. Welcome ma'am, and thank you for the support. And today's event, which we thought of doing it from last 3 years, and it is being able to do, like we are able to do this only because of the efforts of the coordinator, Renuka Devi ma'am, and like she's been following us with like anything, and she has done so much efforts for this conducting this kind of event, and we are looking forward for conducting certain section congress, those kind of events under your guidance. We are looking for those kind of events to be executed in our campus, so that we have around, like for example, Computer Society itself has 400 student members from Sai Ram Engineering College. So those kind of events definitely will have a lot of opportunities, will open a lot of opportunities for the students. So looking forward for having those kind of events. So coming to the this 2 days events, TechXelerate, basically it is the tagline also, it's very interesting, unleashing tomorrow's innovation today. So the 2 days, the volunteers have planned such a way that you are going to have a lot of technical as well as the non-technical events have been planned, and we have a lot of other participants. I welcome all the participants from other colleges as well as from our own institute for this event. And I should say that we had some team of volunteers under the guidance of the student chair, Srinidhi, and I think Chidambar Raja and Vishal. They have been involved in conducting this event. So definitely these 2 days you'll have a lot of information, knowledge sharing session, as well as you can showcase your talent. So we are planning for this one. So the outcome of any event obviously depends on how much the participants are satisfied. So I will promise that you will definitely get both knowledge and the networking opportunities through this session. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we request Dr. Sai Prakash Leomuthu, CEO of Sai Ram Institutions, who has joined with us through virtual meet, to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
Thank you. Very good morning, and it's been a great pleasure that IEEE Computer Society, one of the older society of Sai Ram Engineering College, has initiated this today. I'm really impressed with the way it has been conducted, and the tagline which has been created is unleashing technology tomorrow. It's really great. I appreciate all the students, volunteers who have joined in IEEE and making a real impact. Sai Ram is the only institution which has all the 39 societies of IEEE, and recently we got the HKN chapter of IEEE, where Somapurja Madam is the president of that, and wishing all the best. Sheila Madam, who has been instrumental in many initiatives, and she has been guiding all the students for betterment. And to my real surprise that Renuka Devi Madam, who was not a scope member of this computer society, has made an impact, and she is also joined in this. So this kind of collaboration will make a real change in the system, and it will give a greater opportunity for all the students. Wishing you all the best and make a real impact, learn a lot, share a lot. Knowledge gaining is not just for you, it's for sharing with others. Wishing you all the best. Next we are coming up with this, giving up the Tuesday, 28th November will be IEEE Foundations giving back to the society. So we are expecting all the students to take a vibrant activity and vibrant participation. Wishing you all the best, and I thank all the people who have made this day special. Sharing is more important. Gaining knowledge is only by sharing with others. So that's what the real learning is. Wishing you all the best, and I thank all the participants and the organizing people for making this event better one. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. Welcome. It's a pleasure having you here for this event. Very well.
Thank you, sir. Now we request Dr. T. Sheila ma'am, Head of the Department of Information Technology and Dean Networking, Sri Saram Engineering College, to deliver the special address. Please, ma'am.
So our chief guest, Professor Pratna God, joined us. Madam, welcome. Most welcome to our college in virtual meet.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But and on my screen, nothing is visible.
Yeah.
I am just trying to rejoin so that I can view.
One second. Madam, please rejoin.
Okay, okay.
So, respected guests, for the inauguration ceremony of TechX, is sponsored by IT Computer Society, Professor Prema and Mr. Sivam and Mr. Prashant Mogan, so our CEO, Dr. C. Sai Prakash Liyomuthu, our principal, Sri is in another function. So our own faculty members, Dr. Soma Pradeepa, IEEE Computer Society Chairperson, and Ms. Renuka Devi from Department of IT, the coordinators, and dear IEEE Computer Society members, Srinidhi, under the team of Srinidhi, there are so many members in IEEE Computer Society in IT department, and also dear participants from various departments. So I welcome you all for this today's function. This is a very great event. It's a sponsored program. So we got a sponsorship from IEEE Computer Society, $1,000. So it's not the first time. There's so many times our staff members are getting fund from IEEE Computer Society. Dr. Soma Pradeepa initiated this type of activities from 2019. It's not the first time. We have conducted so many IEEE conferences from 2013 onwards. So four times we have conducted IEEE conferences and conducted many events for the students community and also for our staff members. So this is the forum to exhibit your knowledge and sharing your knowledge, and also then exhibit your talent. There are so many activities are also happening here. The first day networking event, and then industrial insights, Picard, then code feed. Second day program, startup showdown, then web war, interview explorer, then orator's quest. So there are so many events they have planned. So I want to congratulate Ms. Renuka Devi. Really, she took a lot of effort, and then really it's a great time to exhibit all type of events for the students community. So congratulations Dr. Ms. Renuka and Dr. Soma Pradeepa for conducting this type of program for our students. Students participate and gain some knowledge. The outcome is more important. So I want to welcome all the members for the today's function once again to this program. Then all the best students, do well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's time to felicitate our chief guest. We now kindly request Dr. T. Sheila ma'am to felicitate our guest, Mr. Shivam sir, with a shawl and memento.
We request Dr. Soma Pradeepa ma'am to felicitate our guest, Mr. Prashant Mohan sir, with a shawl and memento.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. We extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest who has joined with us through the virtual meet. We now welcome our esteemed guest, Prerna Gaur, Chair-elect IEEE India Council 2023, Professor, NSUT Main Campus Director, West Campus. Professor Prerna Gaur is a distinguished academician and leader in the field of electrical engineering and artificial intelligence. Her leadership extends beyond academia, as evidenced by her roles in various IEEE positions, including Chair of the IEEE Delhi Section and Treasurer of IEEE India Council from January 2021. Her outstanding contributions have been recognized with numerous awards, which includes Outstanding Branch Counselor and Branch Chapter Advisor Award from IEEE Member and Geographic Activities USA, and the Women of Decade in Academia Award 2018. We welcome you with great honor, ma'am. Now, we kindly request you to deliver the keynote address on driving innovation in electrical energy, exploring cutting-edge technical research in electrical drives and power generation. Please, ma'am.
Thank you for nice introduction. Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
So good morning all. Dr. Soma Pratibha, Dr. Sheila Thavasi, Mr. Shivam, Mr. Prashant Mohan, and Mr. Chidambara Raja. All the students of the student branch and Madras section members. I am truly honored to stand before you at this remarkable event, TechXelerate, Unleashing Tomorrow's Innovation Today, hosted by esteemed Shri Sai Ram Engineering College under the aegis of Madras section. Today, as decided, I would like to share some insights on driving innovation in electrical energy, specifically delving into cutting-edge technical research in electrical drive and power generation. I hope that it will go with CS students also, because in electrical drives and power electronics, lots of research is done with the help of coding and computers, so and data analytics. So it will be helping computer science engineers also to get some application oriented project. Certainly, driving innovation in electrical energy involves exploring cutting edge technical research in electrical drives and power generation. This field is dynamic with ongoing developments aimed at improving efficiency, sustainability, and reliability. Here are some key areas of research and innovation in electrical drives and power generation. First and foremost is electrical vehicle. Electrical vehicle is such an emerging area in which all type of engineers can work together to make it successful. And all the currently all the governments are uh, uh, keeping lots of funds in research in this area, like for advanced motor technologies. Research focuses on developing high efficiency electric motors such as permanent magnet synchronous motors, which are highly efficient motors, and induction motors, which are which are maintenance free and highly reliable motors, and can work day and night. If you start this induction motor, it will run efficiently for hours. And these are such motors which are the topic of interest for electrical vehicles, and engineers can work on development of such motors for efficiency. Now comes power electronics. Innovations in power electronics contribute to efficient energy conversion in electrical vehicles, including advancements in inverters, converters, and battery management. So, power electronics is not the area just involving electrical engineers, control engineers, power electronics engineers, electrical engineers, electronic engineers, and physics and chemistry all can work together under power electronics domain. Then comes renewable energy integration. Here, smart grids. Smart grids always operate with some information through sensors and controlling through computers. like SCADA systems, etc. So research is centered on creating intelligent power distribution systems that can efficiently integrate renewable energy sources like solar and wind into existing electrical grid. So you might have seen such developments in surrounding residence or your offices, that some renewable energy involving PV cells and wind energy systems are installed. So grids are consisting of many such things, including sensors and data bridges. Some distribution systems. So energy storage, it's another field where engineers are working day and night. Advancements in energy storage technologies such as lithium-ion batteries and emerging technologies like solid-state batteries play a crucial role in stabilizing renewable energy sources and ensuring a continuous power supply. Then another area in electrical engineering is power generation technologies. And with the generation of electricity initiating when the period of Tesla, uh, research are going on in this area also. First in distributed generation, exploring decentralized power generation systems, including microgrids and small scale renewable energy installations to enhance resilience and reliability in power distribution. Then high efficiency turbines. Research on improving the efficiency of gas turbines and steam turbines in traditional power plants, contributing to reducing carbon emissions and increasing overall efficiency. So, research are continuing in this area also. Then comes Industry 4.0 and Internet of Things. So, this is highly emerging area. Digitalization, integration of digital technologies, IoT, and data analytics in electrical drives and power generation to enhance motoring, monitoring, predicting, maintenance, and overall system optimization. So you can take up projects in any one of the areas. Then cyber security is the emerging area. As systems become more interconnected nowadays, research in cyber security becomes critical to safeguarding electrical grids and power generation facilities from cyber threats. So you will be astonished to know that many electrical engineers are working in cyber security areas also, because of the threats due to interconnected systems. Nowadays, for monitoring purpose, we have to connect our microgrids and grids also for monitoring. So there is always threat of cyber cyber crime may happen in this area also. Power electronics and control systems, wide bandgap semiconductors, research on materials like silicon carbide and gallium nitride for power electronic devices, leading to higher efficiency and power density. Nowadays, we have actually highest switching frequency is available in MOSFET. So, our engineers are working day and night to get more efficient switch, so that we can cater with the problems of power electronics. Advanced control algorithms, developing sophisticated control algorithms for electrical drives to optimize performance, reduce energy losses, and enhance overall system stability. So here, in under advanced control systems, you can apply all AI techniques, that includes data also. So electrical engineers are also doing such research where some part of AI and data analytics is involved. Vibration and thermal energy harvesting, research on capturing and converting ambient energy such as vibrations and heat into electrical energy for low power applications and sensors. So you can find out some research papers in this area also for your research if you are in final year or third year, because in third year and final year only the students think about getting good jobs. So you have to identify your area of interest and start working on collecting technical papers so that you can end up with good quality projects. Superconducting generators and transmission lines is another area. investigating the use of superconducting materials in electrical generators and transmission lines to reduce energy losses and increase transmission capacity. Hybrid energy systems, because we are having some old actually costly equipments which are working equipments on transportation, which are working on petrol, and now we have renewable energy sources, so we can actually now think about hybrid energy systems where some part of renewable energy, some part of fossil fuel can work. So combined heat and power systems, integrating power generation with heat recovery systems to maximize energy efficiency and reduce environmental impact. So engineers are working to develop hybrid energy systems also. Electrification of transportation, that is emerging area. I initially actually started with this. Maglev and hyperloop technologies are also done in many countries. Japan has many trains working on maglev systems, exploring magnetic levitation and high speed transportation systems to reduce energy consumption and enhance transportation efficiency. Then material science and energy efficiency, advanced insulation materials. These are also the requirement. Research on materials with superior thermal and electrical properties to improve the insulation of electrical components and enhance overall system efficiency. So, continuous collaboration between academia, industry, and government institutions is crucial for driving innovation in electrical engineering. So, such projects, actually, if an institution and students want to do by themselves, so they can only do simulations and little bit of hardware. But if industry is involved, you can do wonders. So, industry involvement is actually highly appreciable. In conclusion, as we explore the frontiers of electrical drives and power generation, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to innovation. Our collective efforts today will undoubtedly unleash the innovations that will power the world of tomorrow. I extend my gratitude to the organizers of Electorate TechXelerate for providing this platform, and I look forward to witnessing the groundbreaking ideas and collaborations that will undoubtedly emerge from this gathering. And every institution is working on innovations also. Every institution has innovation cell, so some ideas will come where new companies will be formed with the help of new incubating companies. So I wish all success to this event and to all students. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights. As a token of gratitude, we would like to present a e-memento. This serves a small gesture to express our recognition.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we request our honored chief guest, Mr. Shivam, Chairperson, SYP, IEEE CS MGA Board, Engineering Lead at ZS, Regional Student Ambassador, IEEE Computer Society. Mr. Shivam is an accomplished technology leader with a proven track record in the management consulting industry. With a strong foundation in machine learning, NLP, graph, and the delivery of production-ready ML solutions, he is a seasoned professional with expertise in leadership, management, and solution delivery. We welcome you, sir. We kindly request you to deliver the keynote address on how AI is revolutionizing industries, exploring breakthroughs and future implications in research and development. Please, sir.
Hello. Audible? Till last, huh? Till last three? So we can wake up now. Okay. Perfect. So before I start anything, I just wanted to quickly point out one very good thing that Professor Prerna Gaur actually highlighted, right? Like especially on the essence of conducting industry and academia. I myself, I'll tell you how I embarked in that journey. Like I'm already there, like I have a full-time role in ZS, like already I have 35 members whom I have to work with, manage them. But apart from that, I actually started one initiative which is like visiting faculty. I started going to a college where like I'm teaching, taking a full semester course. And what I am seeing now, based on that, like I'm able to get people from that college to my company. Because I'm able to identify like exact skill when I'm teaching them. So it becomes very easy to identify right resources, and at the same time for me also it gives me exposure at what student is currently learning in the curriculum and how we can utilize that or even change the curriculum for my subject to make sure they are industry ready. So that's a very important point which we should remember. Now going back to like my topic, I'll say AI. I think all of you would be here. Like how many of you have heard about generative AI? Just raise your hands. How many of you use ChatGPT? How many of you think that ChatGPT will take your job? There will be few. Let's be realistic. How many of you think that there is a threat with ChatGPT? There will be many, right? Like some of them are being okay. At least 4 or 5 hands I can see. What do you think? Like okay, for others who said like there is no threat to ChatGPT, what do you think is the difference? And that is going to be the future of AI, right? What can ChatGPT not replace? Anyone? Like in your day-to-day job, what can ChatGPT not replace? Just answer. Be confident. Only laughing, What? Someone is saying something. Go ahead, sir. Anyone? Give a try. What ChatGPT cannot replace? What? Unable to hear. What does ChatGPT cannot replace? Human feeling. Emotions. Anything else?
Sort of acting in a smart way.
Acting in a smart way. Nice. Yep.
Current data like weather.
Current data like weather. Okay. Anything else? Communication. Communication in human style. Like I am doing. Fair point. Anything else? The way we think. Agreed. Anything else? Feel free, that's what like.
Our mind, of course.
Our mind, of course. Of course. Anything else? Teamwork. Why agents are there, right? We can have multiple agents working together. Anything else? You know what is common in all of your answers? Just imagine, what is common in all of your answers? Human sense. And what is that human sense? Common. That is what ChatGPT cannot replace, common sense. And trust me, I have been because I am there in that industry, I have to do that work. Last 6 months, 7 months, once that OpenAI released that framework, every other client of mine, hey, how can I use ChatGPT in this? How can you use ChatGPT in this? How can you use, my entire AI knowledge started thinking that every AI is ChatGPT, but that's not true. ChatGPT is a generation capability. Understanding. There is a separate field called natural language understanding. ChatGPT falls under natural language generation. And that is what I realized after 6 months, 7 months working on this, I realized what it is not able to replace is common sense. And artificial intelligence and common sense is a love story. Actually, I take that lecture also. Love story by Shivam, artificial intelligence and common sense. It's a love story which goes hand in hand and it's very important. So that is the future of AI. If you ask me what will be available to you, all those APIs will be available to you. Everything will be available to you. But what will not be available to you is that common sense, the human sense. And that is what you need to apply to give a powerful application. So that is one thing which I wanted to start this keynote with. That guys, for any job you do, start applying common sense. Even with your AI application, right? You simply, unless you define a good prompt, ChatGPT won't give you a good answer. What is a prompt? Simple English language. How many of you know what is prompt? Prompt engineering? What is it? Shout. Input. What type of input? Text input. What do you write in? Can you give me an example of a prompt?
Give me a Python program for prime numbers.
Give me a Python program for prime numbers. And what will ChatGPT respond for that? It will give you some Python code.
Yes.
Will it be optimized?
No.
Then what is the prompt you write?
So please sort the code and provide again. So
Please optimize the code
yeah.
for maximum sustainability, right?
Ah.
So these keywords which you are providing, this is human sense. Only a human can tell you that, right? I need this type of code for this particular program. Why do you need prime numbers? Because that's necessary in my code. But who took that decision? It was you, right?
Yes.
So those decisions will not vanish. That still will be you. It's just that you don't have to write the entire code. Getting my point? Clear? Yes, no, maybe. Ille. Yes, for sure. Okay. This is the first thing. Now let me talk three very important topic about AI which you would have started hearing, and again, like because I have 10 minutes, I don't have a presentation, I would have shown you. The first part is sustainable AI. How many of you know what is sustainable AI? Okay, simple English language question. What is sustainability? Environmental education. Come on. Huh? What is sustainability?
Using something in a long run in an effective way.
Using something in a long run
For longer period of time.
without destroying something, right? In environment science, you would have studied that sustainable environment. What is sustainable environment? And renewable sources. Why did you switch to renewable sources? Why solar energy? Why electric vehicle? Why not petrols? So sustainability is something which you can use for long. Now, what is sustainable AI? Take a guess. Anyone who wants to take a guess? Good, try. Feel free.
And to use the resources in a proper.
To use the resources in a proper. What is the definition of proper? See, it's not my keynote. It is your keynote, by the way. So.
Right.
Huh?
The resources are limited, so we have to use them effectively.
Yeah, the resources are limited and you need to use it in a way that it doesn't get exhausted. And what are those resources? I will tell you. Water, carbon dioxide which gets emitted while computing. There is something called thirsty AI. Just Google it. There was one lake which directly got wiped out from one of the states because of like this large language model which was getting trained. The amount of water it consumes, and previously we were talking about carbon footprints, now we have started talking about water footprints. So sustainability, use AI in a way that doesn't harm your environment and that can be used for long time. So that is one thing which is going to be immediately in future. Companies have started asking, I know it's going to come. Like 110%, this needs to come. Otherwise it's very difficult. So that's why the role of serverless architecture, the role of doing it in the right way, the role of auto-scaling the models. You don't have to spin the models 24/7 and keep those large language models up. You can use it when required and shut it down. That's it. That is the architecture which you need to follow. Second is explainable AI. What is explainable AI, anyone? What do you mean by explainability of anything? Anyone? What is explanation?
The reason between the AI's decision.
Decision, right?
Yeah.
How do you take that decision? How many of you have, that's what is explainability, right? You need to explain why that decision is coming. Currently in ChatGPT you get a response. Why that response came?
It's kind of trying with the data.
Somewhere some data will be there. Are you aware of that? So trust doesn't come. And trust is very human feeling, right? Unless you trust someone, you even don't make your girlfriend. True, right? So without trust, relationships can be not made. Like how we use ChatGPT. So explainability in all these large language models becomes another very important component. That how you make explainability. Okay? The first one was? Sustainable AI. Second one is? Explainable AI. The third and the last one is scalable AI. We talk about AI, right? Like we talk about agent. Can you process 1 lakh document in ChatGPT and give me a response? Anyone who can do that? The number of publications for just one indication, like non-small cell lung cancer, in PubMed website is more than 1 lakh. If you want to get a response out of 1 lakh document, how you will get it? Everyone can do a POC and Google Colab and upload a document, get an answer. That is not what industry wants. For industry, they have tons of documents stored in some places. They want to do search on that. They want to get answers out of that, and that too accurate answers. Will you ask them to train their own models? The sustainability part will go. The explainability part will go. Then how do you do that? The answer is scalable, right? So, how to make services which can scale horizontally as well as vertically. And like I have like a lot of projects which are going on scalable AI, all of these three. Like explainable AI, knowledge graphs. Means a lot of my research paper, I think I have 15 plus research paper, out of that 5 are on knowledge graphs, which talks about explainable AI. Around 2-3 are on that aspect of sustainable AI. And then others are mostly on scalable AI. How do you scale those things? So these are 3 important components of how AI future is going to be. Like if you really want to go towards AI, simple basic POC everyone will do. If you really want to differentiate yourself, sustainable AI, explainable AI, and which one? Scalable AI. Understood? That's all from my side. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for your precious perspective and valuable insights. We now welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Prashant Mohan, Mentor, IEEE CS SYP NGA Board, Senior Account Manager, Question Pro. Mr. Prashant Mohan holds 7 years of experience in customer operations. He currently works with Question Pro as Senior Account Manager for the product workforce. Earlier, he led the customer operations for RedX Technologies, 3D printer manufacturing and 3D printing services company headquartered in Chennai, having operations across India. Prashant sir holds various awards including Richard E. Melvin Scholarship, Larry K. Wilson Regional Student Volunteer Award, NGA Innovation and the NGA Young Professional Achievement Award. We welcome you, sir. We kindly request you to deliver the keynote address on empowering future tech leaders, navigating the evolution from IEEE CS student member to young professionals for career success. Please, sir.
Good morning. I know how it feels like, to be here in this particular event, listening to all these individuals. I came here as a student, as a guest I was here like almost like 3-4 times I think, if I'm not wrong, since the day I was a student. It feels good to be back here in the same campus where I inaugurated the Computer Society chapter when the chapter was started. So I'm not going to go much into the tech side which Shivam talked about or Prekram talked about. Rather, I want to give some piece of advice or information on how you can utilize your time in the campus and build a career out of it, right? So I wanted to give that insight to you so that even if one or two can be able to extract something out of it and do something different and maybe if I come to the same campus after 4-5 years from now, one of you will be here, one of your alumni is here, as a speaker who's going to do a workshop. Same like that, if I can see someone out of this room coming up again in future, that will make me really happy. So, how many of you here know the agenda of this particular program prior to coming here? There is an agenda of this program, right? For a 2-day program. Have you went through the agenda? Anyone? I'm not going to ask any questions or I'm not going to do a kind of a quiz or something and and say you didn't do it, just to get an insight. Event schedule, right? Okay, let me give you some insight. Okay, some insight or some information. So when you go and attend an event, try to see who all are the speakers in that particular event and get some information about who they are, what they do, and see if you can able to connect with them with that work that they are doing. Shivam works for ZF. Shivam works on AI, right? If you are interested in AI, platforms like this are an opportunity for you to connect with people like him and see how you can get some of his ideas on things that you are working on. You might be interested in starting with something with AI, or you might be working already on some projects where you need some feedback, or you're looking for some internship, or even for that matter, you're looking for some scholarship or funding, anything. Just make sure that you know the people who are there in that particular event. Do some initial research, see what you can get out of that particular person when you go and attend event. IEEE is kind of a network, people to people. That's the benefit that I see where I get to work with people like Shivam, a lot of people. Everyone are specialized in something, everyone have their own unique skill, talent. Everyone is good at something. You need to really see what you really need out of them, or what you can extract out of someone when you work with them or when you go and attend that particular event. It's not just about attending event. I attended 10 events. What is the outcome, right? What you got out of, even if you are attending 1 or 2 events, what you got out of it? That is very important for you as a student. So everyone are sitting in the same room attending this particular program. Consider that all of us are going for an interview, right? Most of us resumes will look exactly the same, correct? How can you differentiate yourself, right? That is very important. Finding that skill or finding something that you really like when you are a student is very important. Having those skills will really help you. Don't just rely on campus interviews or opportunities that only come to you. Rather, you try to go and find opportunities which will help you. I remember my experience as a student where I went to an interview outside the campus and I got placed and I worked with one of the one of the robotics company at that time, and even I came here for a workshop similar to your alumni. I was here twice for doing a robotics workshop with EC, I think EC or EEE, when in 2014, 2015 during that particular time, right? So I did. I'm a computer science graduate. I I had a good interest in robotics at that time. So I used to participate in robotics competitions, programming robots and taking it for a competition where they will have a race arena where your robot needs to perform the given task. That was very interesting for me at that particular point of time, which made me take that first job. And teaching is something that I really love. And today also I train customers, I train staff as a part of my job role. So find something that you're really good at. Don't just follow the crowd, right? When you follow the crowd, you will be able to go along with the crowd, but you won't be able to make a very big difference in your life. If you want to make a very big difference, see something that is not everyone are seeing in the room, right? Like I said, connecting with people, finding the opportunities that really interest you. It can be anything. Gen AI, we talked about Gen AI, right? How can you use Gen AI to simplify your day-to-day task? Consider that writing an email takes 30 minutes or 20 minutes if you are writing multiple emails. See if you can automate it. Like design, can it be automated? Like the more and more you cut down on the times that you waste on doing some things that are repetitive, that's where Gen AI can help you. Today we use generative AI inside our organization. I work for a company called Question Pro. It's a survey market research organization where we help clients with Gen AI within the product itself. It doesn't feel like they are using a generative AI in the platform. Rather, when they come and try to create a survey, we assist them with kind of suggestions and we give them kind of options. Say you wanted to do an event feedback survey, right? We give you you just say what is the event and what kind of survey you need, and we will create that survey for you, for which we give you suggestions. You can pick any questions you want. These are simple things which you can also do on other areas. I'm saying. And imagine if you go into any help file platform, right? Help files if you use any software or anything we never go and read all those help files. Consider that you can ask a question how you ask a question to a human and you can able to extract that answer from that particular platform instead of going to look at multiple help files. That is something that we also offer. And we also give you suggestions on the next questions that you can ask based on what you asked in the first place. So these are some of the applications of Gen AI. Right? These are tiny things that you can also do as a student when you are in the campus. I work in SaaS. SaaS is like software as a service industry. It's a very huge industry. Every company today works on a SaaS model. If you are using Netflix or Prime or any OTT platforms or any softwares, you see that you need to pay X amount per year. Right? That's a software on a subscription model. Right? So within this industry, there are a lot of opportunities. If you are a computer science student, studying in a college, programming is not the only job that is available in the market today. What many of us think is I need to be a Java developer, I need to be a PHP, person. But there are many things other than programming alone. It's not the only thing that exists today. You can be a good UI UX person if you are good at designing. UI UX is a very big industry. You look at the software, how the software is designed, how the user experience is. Those are things that pays you really well also. In programming, also you get paid a lot, but UI UX there aren't much people who are really doing it. Only very limited people do it, and people get paid anything for UI UX. And then there is QA. If you are using any software, the software goes through a testing, right? There are some certifications for UI UX. There are some certifications for QA. There are some certifications for different things that exist in the industry today. Try to see if you can find anything that interests you and see if you can get some certifications around it. So when you go for an interview, you will be very different. You go very prepared, right? When I was going for my second interview, after I done with the robotics, I was going into 3D printing. That was very interesting at that particular point of time. It was very emerging. And the person was asking question, I was asking question back to him. I was kind of that confident because I know the topic and I know the subject. So whatever questions he asked or the panel asked me, I was able to give them the answer and I can follow up with them on the question. No, you need to be very confident in your life. Don't think you go for an interview whether I will get a job or not. It should be the other way around. Which company I should work for? You need to build such kind of a mindset. Right? So with IEEE, you all are IEEE members. Everyone have the membership. It's a gateway of opportunities, I would say. Not just scholarship funding, there are a lot of opportunities out there. Try to see how you can make use of that membership that you have. Right? Go and attend events, talk to people, see what others are doing. If you need something, try to ask people who know that something. That's the best part of IEEE. People are so welcoming. They are willing to help. Go and attend events, meet people, establish contact outside your classroom. That's going to help you in a lot of ways. Be it career or anything. When I was a student, I almost visited 70 or 80 odd institutions as a speaker at that time. When I was a student, I was a volunteer leader at that particular point of time for Chennai Hub. All the colleges which had IEEE in Chennai, I visited that particular college for volunteer training, branch officers training. I was involved in a lot of programs. I had contacts with almost all the institutions. I know what their teachers are teaching, what the materials they are giving. It's not just limited to IEEE, that's what I'm saying, what industries are coming for job interview, things like that. So this will help you in a lot of ways. Try to see how you can make the most out of your membership and try to connect with people on LinkedIn. Whoever you meet today on the event, try to see if you can connect with them if that makes sense for you. Meaning if their area of work interests you, try to connect with them, and it's not just about sending that request and getting that request accepted. It's about how you start a conversation and how you keep the conversation going. That's also very important. Most of the times what we do is we go and attend an event, we connect with someone, and then we forget that someone after that event. I know that person attended this particular event, but we never go beyond that particular point. If I have to remember one face out of this whole crowd who attended this event, right? How can you be that person, right? So that way, when you reach out to me, on something, you need some help, or even if I'm on some panel for something, if I know you, there is a more higher chance that you get a kind of advantage, I would say, in terms of opportunities. So try to see how you can make the most out of your membership, and also with respect to you as a student, try to see if you can get into some internships, try to find the area that interests you. Don't always think you will be getting a job at the end of the day after you finish 4-year period. It's not the same. The industry is changing. Like Shivam said, there are a lot of automation going on. Your jobs get smarter and smarter. The repetitive jobs are no longer going to exist. Anything that can be automated, people will automate and save the time. Why should they pay you when something can be automated, right? If a chat support can be answered by someone, by a machine itself, why should someone sit and do that manually by taking a time? And then the quality also requires a control. The person has to be trained, the person has to be fed, there need to be a space. There is so much cost for an industry. Things that can be automated will get automated. You need to find smarter jobs. You need to see things differently, so that you will get more opportunities. See what you can do different from others. That's something that I want to leave with you today. And if there are any questions, I'm available on LinkedIn. Reach out to me. I have visited your college multiple times. I'm sure I will visit a couple of more years from now also I will visit. But I wanted to see you all staying back, coming back to your campus, supporting the next generation of students in any way you can. That is also going to help you in a lot of ways. Only when we help each other, we can able to grow. It's not about you getting successful in life. It's also about you coming back to your campus and making sure that your students, your campus, and your faculties are happy seeing you getting somewhere in your career, right? Make sure that you maintain the connection and see how you can able to make the most out of both your campus life and also IEEE. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you, ma'am, for inviting me.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable expertise. We now request Ms. Renuka Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Sri Sairam Engineering College, to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, ma'am.
So thank you one and all for joining this inaugural session. So I would like to thank each and everyone who joined. So Prerna Kaur ma'am, who is joining online and graced this occasion. It was very pleasure to have you, ma'am. And as Prerna Kaur ma'am said, we are also doing very many initiatives in the part of innovation. So we have our innovation ecosystem, which is already we are following it in our college, where we'll Prerna Kaur ma'am, we are also following this innovation ecosystem in our college. So during the first year, students will be doing and generating their ideas. They will take an idea for doing a project, and after first year, it is called as Ideathon. And the second year, student will be doing the making this idea was formulated in the first year into a design way. So that is, we call it as Solvathon. The same idea, they will formulate it to a design and they will try to achieve it. So that we call it as Solvathon. And third year, the students will be doing this Innovathon program, wherein they develop their projects into a prototype. And in the fourth year, we do the Inspirathon, where the full product developed and it is patented, and it may be presented as paper. So various other outputs of this Inspirathon. So we are already following it in our institution innovation ecosystem. All 4 years, students are taking an idea in the first year and formulating it into a product, and they are doing wonders. So already we are practicing it for 2 years in this ecosystem. And I thank all the guests who have joined this inaugural session. So especially Shivam sir, and who has given a topic on generative AI, and then Prashant Mohan sir. Within a short notice, both of us joined us for this inaugural and graced this occasion in a grand manner. So then I thank our principal sir for guiding us in conducting this event, and I thank our HOD ma'am for joining this in function, and especially I thank our CEO sir for joining this session in online, even though in his busiest schedule he has joined and give us valuable insights. And I thank Suma Pradeepa ma'am, the chapter advisor for Computer Society. And finally, I want to thank all the student coordinators of this event. So with the greatest effort of all yours, this event is happening today and tomorrow. So then I thank all the participants who are having faith in us and joining this workshop and events. Hope you will enjoy this 2-day workshop and the other events happening there. All the very best. Thank you and all.
Thank you, ma'am. As we conclude the inaugural session, we extend a warm invitation to all participants to actively engage the upcoming technical and non-technical events. Your active participation will not only enhance your own understanding and skills, but also contribute to the vibrant exchange of ideas within our community. As you embark on this journey, we wish each and every one of you the best of luck. May you find inspiration, build lasting connections, and enjoy the diverse range of activities that is even as to offer.
So thank you all who have joined online, Prerna Gorman and Sam Prakash sir. So the we can meet. And the participants who are here, please have your tea outside, and we'll move on to the next technical session after 15-minute break.
So we kindly